Oh no! I go live and immediately there's stuff on my teeth. Well, that feels on brand. Hi everyone, Tamara here, and I am doing my first live chat on Facebook. This is a very different setup, and I am still trying to figure it out. According to Facebook, they said that they are letting my followers know that I'm here. So hopefully this will be a good experience for all of us. Let me know as people come through. Hey, thanks, Brandy. This is Deadpool. Excuse me. I thought the shirt would be fitting with this hat and makeup. Okay, I just wanted to wear the shirt. I love it. I mean, it's freaking. And it says maximum effort. Right? Right? Yeah. We can dig it. Hopefully it won't be too noisy. Around here, it's in the 3 o'clock hours. So of course, people are coming home and making moves and things. But I wanted to try to do this at a time that I thought people would be able to come through and check me out and chat with me. So hopefully this time works for you guys. And if it doesn't, let me know. And we'll do something else. I would like to do a live stream on here, maybe monthly. I'm not sure. My glasses are all gunked up, so I gotta clean those off. Anyway, my purpose today was to talk about WriteStuff, and tell you guys what WriteStuff is, what kind of publishing opportunity is going to be available with WriteStuff, and how you can get involved if you want to. So far, I think we have 2 viewers. So, how's everyone doing this Friday? I know that some of you all have super amount of snow. This cup says Magical Black Girl. It's from, I don't know if you watch Evelyn on the Internet's, her YouTube channel. I ordered it from her shop because she is great and hilarious, and I thought it was cute. So let's see. I guess before we get into the WriteStuff thing, I wanted to show off Amy's books. So Amy Tasagata, she's my writing buddy, and I got her books in the mail this week, and I wanted to show them off on a video, and I thought this would be the perfect one. So we have Happy Merry Christmas, which I think this cover is adorable. Very cute. So kawaii. And then we have Bloodstained Tea, which is from her Yakuza series, the Yakuza Path series, and there's the back cover of that. And I beta read a bit for this book, so I'm really excited to read the final destination, the final copy. Anyway, so let's see, we're still at 2 viewers. Should I tweet out the link or something? I don't know what to do. Like I said, this is the first time, so I'm really trying to figure out how this works. And can you hear me well? Does everything look okay? I could try putting on more light if looks like my face is kind of in a shadow, which that did not help at all. Oh, there. No? Oh, so I had to lean forward? Oh, come on, camera. Alright, well, we'll just go with this. It looks awkward because it is. Alright, so we talked about the books, and I'll start telling you about WriteStuff, and hopefully more people will join the broadcast. WriteStuff is a weekly tweet chat that I host. It's on every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's on Twitter. My Twitter is at penpaperpad if you'd like to follow me. But each week we talk about a different writing topic. And there's like a monthly theme, and then each week has a different topic that goes along with that theme. So, for instance, this month's theme is creating your writer life. And this week, we talked about writing accountability. So, there's that. This chat was started 3 years ago. And it was started by a different group, but they decided that they didn't want to do it anymore. And I thought that it was something that was incredibly worthwhile. I liked the conversations I was having with people, the connections I was making. So I took it upon myself to keep it going. So I think maybe the group did it for 4 or 5 months. But since then, I've taken the reins and changed things a lot to kind of suit the way I wanted things to run, because I wanted there to be like order in the chats, because I when I'm participating in a tweet chat, and I do a lot of them, I don't really like it when there's not some type of structure. So I feel like then everyone's kind of shouting information out, and there's really no way for it to be cohesive. So with my chat, there's 5 questions, and there's additional links that I tweet out that goes along with each question or with the topic at hand, and it just kind of makes it flow a little better. So WriteStuff is there's a there's a Google Plus group for it, which we all know what's gone on with Google Plus, not too much. And there's also a Facebook group, and that's facebook.com/groups/WriteStuffChat, or you can look up #WriteStuff and the group generates. I think there's maybe 70 some people in the group. And all right, if you could hear that, that was a neighbor dragging the trash can because it's trash day. So you'll be hearing that. So within the group, we do different things. And I decided to change up the structure a little bit to suit a new year and to see if it would work better for people. So we do what we call shameless self-promotion, because quite frankly, if you're a writer, you have to promote your work in this day and age if you want people to see it. So why feel ashamed? I think a lot of writers do feel kind of shamed and uncomfortable. I know I do. It feels very weird to be like, hey, I have this thing and I want you to check that out, this thing that I'm doing, and blah, 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 and I hope you love it. It feels very disingenuous, but I don't think that we should be ashamed of promoting our work, because if we don't promote it, who's going to do it for us? We have to be our biggest representatives. We have to push our stuff the most. So shameless self-promotion. So we do that during the tweets and also in the group. In the group, we're going to be developing monthly writer goals check-ins so that we can kind of keep ourselves accountable. So at the beginning of the month, we'll tell what our goals are for the rest of the month and kind of check in every week and talk about how it's going, how good, it's bad, etc., because there was a lot of interest in talking about writing goals. And if you have watched my YouTube channel, then you know that I'm all about goals, and I've posted quite a few videos about goals, and Amy and I usually do a quarterly check-in with our writing goals to just give an update and tell you how we're doing and talk with you guys about your progress. So we'll be doing that. Just shameless self-promotion, writing goal check-ins. There has been interest in writing accountability partners, which I'm totally cool with. with that, I think that if people want a writing accountability partner, then they are more than welcome to post about it and connect with each other. I'm not going to facilitate that because I don't really think that that would be my place. Brandy says, y'all are just so much more dedicated and motivated than I am. I can't even tell you how long this project of mine has been forming in my brain meat. Well, I always talk about blood roses and honeysuckles, and that has literally been happening since 2005. So it's okay if you've been kicking around an idea for years, you know? It's just all about when you decide that you're ready to put in the work and do your best and finish it to the best of your ability. It's hard. I have a really good record with coming up with ideas. Ideas are great, but it's hard. It's hard to finish. Finishing, man. No one ever talks about finishing, but finishing, that's the struggle. And that's why we're going to be doing these different things and trying out having monthly goal check-in and trying out hooking up with people to be accountability partners, because we all struggle with it. It's hard. Tracy says, don't give up, Brandy. Yay! Support. So we'll be doing those two things. I'm checking out my notes. If you know me, then you know I love to-do lists, and I have to write notes because I have the brain like a sieve, and things will just float out into the nether. So the main thing that will be different with WriteStuff that I'm incredibly excited about is the monthly writing prompts. Drinking coffee. The writing prompts, I did them for most of last year, and basically it's just writing a short story that goes along with the prompt, and I think the word limit is either 3,000 or 3,500 words, somewhere around there. And just, so each month I create a Facebook event, and that Facebook event will have the prompt and how many words, et cetera, and then once you write your story, you post the link, and we all check it out, make comments, and what have you. And it's just a fun way to exercise your writing muscles. And maybe you're working on a long-term project and you just want to just kind of blow off steam a little bit, and it's fun that way. But this year, I decided that I wanted to do things a little bit differently, because Brady says she's a sprinter, not a marathon writer. Well, then just do a whole bunch of little sprints. But this could be a sprinter project for you. So this year, I wanted to do things a little bit differently, because there's so many people in this group that are so incredibly talented, and there's a lot of people who are talented and want to publish and haven't been published yet. And I wanted to give people an opportunity to do that. So, as you may or may not know, I've self-published a couple books now. I wouldn't say that I'm an expert, but I feel like I'm becoming proficient in the whole self-publishing thing. So, in order to kind of showcase WriteStuff writers and give my thanks for people being involved and being there, because without them, WriteStuff would just be a thing where I talk to myself. Very sad. I want to publish a collection, an anthology, in 2018. This anthology will include short stories that were created by WriteStuff members that cover the different topics in each month. So, that's going to be incredibly exciting. I'm going to ask people to help me with doing things like cover design, because I am not a graphic designer. That's not my forte, not my wheelhouse. I'm going to stay in my lane and do what I am best at, which is not cover design. But I know there are people that are involved in the group, or even who are watching this, who are good at cover design. So I'll be asking people if they'd be interested in doing things like that. There'll be opportunities to help us promote it, to help with editing. It's going to be like, I envision this being a big group project as opposed to something that I'm just doing on my own. Toward later in the year, there'll be like sign-up sheets where people can tell what they want to do, what they'd be interested in helping with, things of that nature, and different deadlines so we can keep on track. And this is going to be a totally free thing. I'm not going to make any money off of it. I don't want to make any money off of it. It'll probably be more likely than not an ebook, because there's just more opportunities to have ebooks available for free. And then my hope is that everyone would be able to offer it on their different websites, in their newsletters and things like that, and so that we all have a place where we have been published. We can help promote each other in an interesting and different way and have fun with it. Because I really believe that writers, whether we are traditionally published, self-published, a hybrid, whatever, that we should support each other. Not a lot of people want to do what we do, and there's a lot of people who want to be published and they want to do the writing, but for whatever reasons, they end up not doing it. And I would like this to be an opportunity for people who may be afraid that they can't do the work, or they may be afraid that they don't have enough time to do it, enough dedication, enough energy, etc., that this could be their opportunity to get some work out there, to get something out there. So there's 12 months in the year, so that means 12 different opportunities to write 12 different short stories, and they definitely won't be long. 3,000, 3,500 words. I think that's a good enough size to tell a story, but it's not an overwhelming amount of words. And so, that being said, there are just a couple of parameters in order to be involved in this book. And I think that it's incredibly fair. One, you have to be involved with WriteStuff. And it could be whether you're involved with the chat, the Facebook group, or a combination of the two. And people who are a combination of the two will get, will be more likely to be placed in the book than people who don't show up. And by participating, I mean, if there is a chat on Tuesdays and you're able to attend, then you actually communicate. And more than just when I call for shameless self-promotion than posting your link. Because to me, that's just link dropping. And granted, I do appreciate when people do send out their links because I like to see what people are doing, etc. But I'm looking more for participation through the chat. It doesn't have to be everyone, because everyone, life happens. And there's times that I haven't been able to be at the chat, and I'll schedule it and ask someone else to kind of run it for me so that I can go to a doctor's appointment or what have you. But being at the chat and participating, or being in the Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/WriteStuffChat, and posting stuff, whether it be questions for people, posting articles of interest, videos of interest, things that aren't necessarily your own work, posting about groups, books that you found helpful, what have you, or commenting on other people's posts and reading things that people are posting and talking about it and supporting your fellow writers. Because again, this is a group about supporting other writers. So I think that it's only fair that if you're involved in being, if you're published in the WriteStuff book, then you should be part of the process. You should be part of the support. So, what do you guys think about this? Are you interested? Does it sound ridiculous? Do you have any questions? Tell me what you think. I know I use guys a lot, and I do apologize, but I know that it's a gendered term, but I never think of it as gendered, just like dude, but I know that's just a thing in my head, but I am definitely imperfect. And sounds like all the cars in the parking lot are starting at the same time, so hopefully you don't hear too much of that. So what do you guys think about this book idea? Let me know in this chat here. What else can I talk to you about? That was the main thing I wanted to talk to you about. I'm going to be downloading this and uploading it to YouTube. I think I'm able to do that. I don't really know because this is the first, so sorry if I'm stumbling a lot. I don't think I'm going to pick this time to do it again though, because all that's real annoying. Tracy says, fine by me. Excellent. Good to know. So let's see. Some updates in my writing. As I mentioned to Brandy a little earlier, I have been writing on blood roses and honeysuckles since the dawn of mankind, but I feel like I see an end in the horizon. There's a break in the clouds, other cliches to me that I'm gonna, be finishing it this year. So last year, I edited it for half the year, and then I scrapped everything I did and rebooted it again, because I'm a masochist. But this time around, it feels good, and the story is interesting, and I feel like I'm telling the story in a way that just works. Hopefully, when it goes out to betas, they'll think it works too. Fingers crossed. So one of my daily goals is for me to write 2,000 words on blood roses each day until that bad boy is done, at least the rough draft, and then I'll set it aside for a couple weeks, work on other stuff, go back to it, edit, blah, 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 that process. The Appalachian Terror Trail, Simone says, haha, brain meat, Brandy. Brandy turns a hell of a phrase. Appalachian Terror Trail, that is this short story anthology that just published earlier this year. Nope. Just published, last year? But it was in December. I've already had a few flubs where I said 2016 instead of 2017, so, I should have it down by March. Anyway, so that is published right now in ebook. It's going to be available in paperback closer to the end of the month, just in time for Valentine's Day to give to your loved ones who love spooky things and creepy stuff. And I'm really proud of this collection. The stories are very different. They're all creepy in their own ways, very unsettling, but they're just good reads. And the paperback's actually going to be released with a comic book, sorry, I was thinking about my Deadpool shirt. The paperback is going to be released with an adult coloring book companion. So of course, if you don't want that, you don't have to buy it, but there's gonna be an opportunity to have a combo. So that is really exciting because I love the idea of it. I love the concept. So I'll be keeping you updated on that. And I have the YouTube channel. I just posted my writing goals for 2017 last night, this morning. Guess that depends on where you're at in the world. So I talk about what I did last year a little bit, not as much as I could have, but I didn't want the video ended up being 14 or 15 minutes long anyway. So if I would have gone too in depth, my God, it would have been a hot mess on a tin roof. But I talk about my writing goals and what I want to accomplish this year, and my word for the year, or the thing that will be like my theme, my overarching word theme, is create. I want to create. I want to create opportunities, relationships, new stuff. I just want to create. And are you guys doing that? Do you have a word for the year that's going to be kind of like the theme of 2017? I haven't done that before, but it seems like an interesting idea to me. It was something that I thought would be fun to try out. There's a button here. I wonder what that does. Oh, it can make me look different. Oh, I don't think that's all that's necessary. So there's a filter on here. I'm sure that was enthralling. Great content. See me play with filters. Oh, it's like Snapchat, but with less barfing rainbows. Woo-woo. I'm not sure how long I've been chatting, but I didn't want to be on here forever. I just wanted to come, give a quick update, tell you about WriteStuff, tell you a little bit about what I'm doing, allow you to hear all the traffic that's happening in my neighborhood. Karen says her word of the year is fearless, and this is her first year of doing it too. Well, cheers to that. I like that. Fearless. Yes. Create fearlessly. Live a fearless life. I like that. I feel like last year I had a lot of fear. Yes, fearless is good. It's very strong, powerful. Good luck with it. I'm one of those people that I make a lot of sounds when I drink and eat. So sorry if that's irritating, but I love a good cup of coffee. Tracy, it's fierce. Yes. Yes, queen. Fierce. Whenever I think of fierce, I see like a stately lion standing on the mountaintop, like his head thrown back and roaring at the sun. Karen says, as in, don't be afraid to let others read what I write or to publish. Fearless. Yeah. Yeah, having people read your work and publishing it's daunting. And it does take an amount of being fearless, and at least if not having self-confidence, then faking it until you find it. Ooh, I've moved back, so now the light's not in my eye. That's good. Tracy is a Leo. Fantastic. Then my imagery was perfect. Yes, did it. Okay. I still have my book mystery up, you guys. But I'm leaving it up until the boyfriend's birthday, which is next Friday. And I don't know why we decided on that, but that's what we decided as a collective. So there it is. The book mystery in January. We're a mess. Mm. I would show you around the apartment, but speaking of messes, I don't want you to think any less of me. The apartment's in a state of disrepair that both of our mothers would be horrified with. So we won't talk about that. Um, so I'm gonna see if you guys have any other comments or questions or thoughts that you'd like for to engage with me. Let me know, and if not, then I'm going to close this off and figure out how to upload this thing. How does that work? But tonight we're gonna go see Rogue One. Finally, we were supposed to see it at the end of the year. Normally we do a movie for New Year's Eve, but this year it didn't happen. So we're gonna see it now, which will be good because I'm excited. Let's see. So did you guys have any other comments? The four of you that's here. I'll have to figure out how to get more people to come to these things and tell more people about it. But thank you so much for coming. It's really nice to do these and not be totally alone, because that is a terrible feeling to just see a big zero and talk to yourself. It's not a good look. So happy writing, have a great weekend, and I'll see you somewhere here on the internets. Cheers.